everybody, and welcome back to another Kraken Packs video. I am your host, MrBevers. That's right, we're back again with another Throne of Eldraine pre-release kit. Maybe this is the first you're seeing. If that's the case, we're not really back with it. But I mean, we've done lots of pre-release kits on this channel before. I tend to do as many as I can for the channel because I really like building sealed pools. So let's get right in and see what we find. There's a lot of interesting information going around about this set, what with the collector's packs and all that kind of stuff. I did put 2 videos up where I opened up some collector's packs. If you want to see that, you can. Go check it out. There'll be a link probably at the end of this video to one of them. We also talk about what the stuff that's supposed to be in the packs is versus what you can get in these packs. And let me tell you, it's pretty interesting. So anyway, I always like to do the promo last. I think we have a die in here like that. I think there's a code here too. Let's see. Yeah, see other side for code. So we want to keep that to the side. And let's do this. There's our kit opened. We got a little green and white die there with blue speckles. There's your set symbol. Throne of Eldraine and what have you. 6-pack is what you get with these kits. So what we do generally is we don't need to really cover that per se. We'll put it off to the side. Put the packs down here like this so that you guys can still see them. I think they're still in shot there, right? Yep. And what I tend to do is I'll like to lay them out like this so that we see what colors we've got going on and what we've got playing, right? So, I mean, like, that's our promo card. We can make a little bit more room here, right? For our artifacts. Our lands can go over here. Trapped in a Tower is pretty nice. Clockwork Servant is okay. Rally for the Throne is alright, but look at that. Gorgeous storybook art. So this is what... Okay, so I got it wrong when I did my last video with the collector's packs, and that is that you cannot get commons of these in the booster packs. In the draft booster packs, you can't get commons of the alternate art. You can get uncommons, rares, and mythics with the alternate art, but just not commons. Why they chose to go the route of omitting the commons in storybook art from the booster packs, the draft booster packs, unless they're foil. This is all the confusingness nonsense, right? Beyond me. Clackbridge Troll is pretty hard to beat in limited. It is a pretty big bomb. And we got a foil Witching Well, which Witching Well is pretty good as it is. We got a Garrick and a Mountain there. We have no red. We have a red land and no red cards. Good times. Turtle. There's our first red card. Fairy Guide Mother is very good. Queen of Ice is also very good. 2 Insatiable Appetites is pretty hilarious with no other green cards. Redcap Raiders, another land, Mystic Sanctuary, Merfolk Secret Keeper, Fierce Witchstalker is a very good green card. Elite Headhunter is interesting. It's a 2/3 Menace Knight for 4, but you can pay 3 and sacrifice another creature or artifact and deal 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker, which is pretty cool. So that's our first multicolor card, so we'll put that down there. We got another storybook art, Animating Fairy, which target non-creature artifact you control becomes a 0/0 artifact creature, put 4 1/1 counters on it for 3 mana, is pretty good, especially if you have food, which, because you can just turn a food token into a 4/4 for 3 mana. Seems pretty good. We got another one of the 4 mana multicolor cards, which is the Rampart Smasher, I should say, which can't be blocked by knights or walls. And our rare is a Iron Crag Pyromancer. So a nice little red rare. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, it deals 3 damage to any target, which can be very good if you have a lot of draw. And there is a fair amount of draw card mechanics in this set. We got another foil, Burning Yard Trainer. So this, like, I have to say that this kit already, like, I played a kit on Sunday at the pre-release, and this kit already, just already looking better than my kit that I played on the Sunday. Like, without even, I've only opened 2 packs. We got a foil in both. We got two storybook cards. In my kit, I got no storybook cards and no foils. Except for, like, my guaranteed foil rare. So, interesting. Bartered Cow. Interesting. Memory Theft. Another Mystic Sanctuary. Unexplained Visions is a very good draw card. Knight of the Keep. Inquisitive Puppet as our first uncommon. Venerable Knight. Grumgully, the Generous. We don't have enough green and red yet to make him useful. But we got a Fabled Passage, which is pretty cool. So this is a nice little fixing. Lets you go and get a basic land and put it into the battlefield untapped. If you control 4 or more lands, you untap it, essentially. We got another foil. 3 foils in a row out of this kit. And it's a foil rare, Wish Claw Talisman. Okay. So we're kind of, I think we got a nice little dwarf token. 3 for 3 on the foils out of this kit. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. Didn't say please. What a rude card, by the way. Because even if your opponent said please, you're still going to counter their card. Don't tell me that you won't. Bacon to a Pie is very good. Revenge of the Ravens. This card is very good in Limited. This card is very good in Limited. Seer Farron. Henchamer. Sir Aelin. The Lion's Claw. Oh, man. The Magic Mirror. So I got this card in my pool. In my other pool I played Sunday. This card is just not great in Limited. Mainly because you're going to end up decking yourself before you do anything else important. Unless you have bombs. Like, I mean, if you have bombs worth getting to with that card, great. But, like, my deck did not have bombs worth getting to, so it didn't really matter. Silverflame Squire is playable. So Tiny is playable. Rimrock Knight is okay. Outflank is not amazing. Tempting Witch is very good. Sporecap Spider is fine. Malevolent Noble is fine. Another Insatiable Hunger. Ardenvale Tactician is very good. Another Mystic Sanctuary. 3 Mystic Sanctuaries we've got. Holy moly. Alright, we got a Hypnotic Sprite. Another alternate art card here. This card is very good. So it's a 3-mana counter target spell with converted mana cost 3 or less. It's very good. It definitely won me some games on the weekend. Just because I was able to counter whatever their turn 3 play was. And then put a 2-1 flyer out the next turn. As well as drop another 2-drop. It worked out pretty well for me. Spectre's Shriek. Lock Dragon. And our Mythic. We got a Mythic. Outlaw's Merriment. So at the beginning of your upkeep, choose one at random. Create a red and white creature token with those characteristics. 3/1 human warrior with trample and haste. 2/1 human cleric with lifelink and haste. 1/2 human rogue with haste, and when this creature enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to any target. Interesting. So we got a double mythic out of this kit. Too bad our mythics are. Too bad our rares are like all over the place. We need a green rare, right? Green rare out of this pack, and then we'll have all of the rares forever. 7 Dwarves, Fairy Guide Mother, Run Away Together is very good. Giant Skewer is very good. Our green is not super strong, I have to say, at the moment. Unexplained Visions is fine. Knight of the Keep. Once and Future is like, Seer Kara the Bold. Mad Ratter. And our rare is a Castle Lochtwain. Alright. Okay. So let's see. What's our promo card? Because I don't know if that'll have any sort of say on what we're doing here. Fires of Invention. You can cast spells only during your turn, and you can cast no more than 2 spells each turn. You may cast spells with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of lands you control without paying their mana cost. That seems really good if you have things that have activated abilities. In red. Like being able to cast this for free and then be able to pay its abilities still because it's 7 and 7 seems decent. It doesn't seem amazing, but it seems decent. Do we have any like mana sinks in any of our colors? Doesn't particularly look like it. We have so many insatiable hungers. So that would require us to play red though. And I mean, like, it seems like a pretty bonkers card. Whenever you draw your second card for each turn, create 2 1/1 black rat creatures. Seems decent. The bold, and whenever the bold or an instant or sorcery spell you control deals damage to a player, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. Interesting. Huh. 7 dwarves is only good if you have multiples. Rimrock Knight seems fine. It's a 3/1 for 2, but it has the ability to Boulder Rush. Seems alright. Okay, so here's like a mana sink, for instance, right? Like 1 drop, 1/1, but it has 2 mana to basically give it like fire breathing, right? So that's like a mana sink that you can do late game where you like play something for 5 or 6, right, with this, but then you use the mana to like pump this guy just a bunch so that you can still do something with the mana. Target attacking creature gets claw. Crystal Slipper Haste seems decent. Trample Haste. When burning Yard Trainer enters battlefield, another target knight you control gets +2/+2 against trample until the turn. Okay. We don't. Oh, we have another red cap. Okay. So we have 2 mana sinks in red, and we have the Iron Crag Pyromancer and the Outlaw's Merriment. I'm pretty sure that we want to look at playing black because this Clackbridge Troll is like pretty bonkers to not be playing it. Malevolent Noble seems fine. Giant Skewer is very good. Spectre Shriek seems mediocre. Target opponent reveals his hand. You may choose an online card from it. If you do, that player exiles that card. If not, that card was exiled this way, exile a card from your hand. Yeah. Yeah. It seems okay, but not amazing. A second Malevolent Noble is like okay if you have enough things to sack. Tempting Witch is very good. Revenge of the Ravens is good. Bacon to Apply is good. A third Malevolent Noble is not what we want to be doing. Memory Theft. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose an online card from the player. So that's not terrible. Order of Midnight is very good. Lockbane Paladin is also very good. I would play a second Tempting Witch for sure. Let's see. What do we got in blue? Blue seems pretty heavy here. I would play 1 Unexplained Visions for sure. I'd play a Runaway Together. I'd play a Witching Well. I'd play a Hypnotic Sprite. I'd play So Tiny. I probably wouldn't play a second Unexplained Visions. I'd play Didn't Say Please. I wouldn't play a third. Moonlit Scavengers I'd play for sure. Animating Fairy also for sure. Merfolk's Secret Keeper is like a maybe if you need the body. Queen of Ice, yes. Turtle. Can't be blocked this turn. Whenever this attacks, another target attacking non-human creature can't be blocked this turn. Seems interesting. We'd probably run the foil Witching Well over the regular Witching Well. I don't know if we need 2 Witching Wells. I mean, maybe you run both. They seem pretty decent. But we definitely run the second So Tiny. It's just very good control. Let's see what our white looks like. Knight of the Keep is mediocre. Fairy Guide Mother's good. Arden Veiled Tactician is very good. Outflank is mediocre. Silverflame Squire is good. Sir Aelin of the Lion's Claw is okay. It's a good top end. Mainly because it's a 4/4 for 5 with First Strike, so like it can definitely do damage, and it can definitely get in for quite a bit. Prize Griffin is fine, Outflank is not so great, Venerable Knight is fine, Knight of the Keep not so much, Bartered Cow, when it dies, just create a food token. It seems mediocre at best. Another Fairy Guide Mother for sure. Rally the Throne is like okay. Trapped in a Tower, yes, for sure. Another Silver Plane Squire for sure. So our white is like not terrible. It's got some decent evasion and some decent tricks. We don't have enough flyers in blue to go like blue-white flyers, unfortunately, I don't think. This is kind of weird. It's kind of a weird pool in the aspect of what do we play. I definitely want to try and play this troll. This troll is just very good. But I'm not sure if you have to go like... Do you go like Mardu? Do you go Mardu Knights? Because we have black-red... Right, black-red... And then you can go this. And then what does this castle do? Draw a card, then lose life equals the number of cards in your hand. That seems good. I think the Magic Mirror is not playable, and I don't think the Wish Claw Talisman is playable in Limited unless you have a way to remove it from your opponent. Right? And then that would let us play this Knight, and then we could technically play the Smasher and the Dragon if we wanted to, but playing it in a 3-color deck, like if we're playing Mardu, we definitely... Like maybe we're playing red-black, right? Like, we're probably playing red-black, splashing the Outlaw's Merriment, just because it is double white, but at least we have a way to go get white if we want. But let's see. What have we got in red that's knights? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. We have a good number of knights in red. Okay. And then we have the Mana Sink, too, which lets us play the Fires of Invention. We're probably playing Mardu Knights. That's my guess. Because, like, you're playing all of these for sure. +2/+2 until end of turn. Each attacking non-human creature gains trample until end of turn. So, like, that's a fine trick. Haste Slipper is fine. Like, maybe you're just not playing these. And then in black, what do we have? We have this knight, and Bacon to a Pie, and Raven's Revenge, and Giant Skewer. And then, like, that's probably all we play out of here. Like, maybe we throw in a Tempting Witch if we need it, just to make a food. Right? Or have a way to like do some more damage, because if we have the Giant Skewer, we can just sack the foods from that. So then like this isn't a knight, but it's a good onboard trick. This is a knight, this is a good trick, this is a knight, this is a something we don't necessarily need for this deck. This is a knight, this is a good trick, this is a good trick, this is a good trick. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, we definitely have enough playables in Mardu Knights. And that's without even looking at our artifacts, I guess. We should look at our... Ginger Brute just seems to go in any deck, to be honest. It seems very strong. I don't think we need... Like, maybe you play the Signpost Scarecrow just for fixing purposes. I don't think you want the Puppet, and I don't think you want the Clockwork Servant. You definitely don't want Adamant in this type of deck. In a Mardu deck, you don't want Adamant cards, if you can avoid it, just because... You're playing 3 colors. The chances of you having 3 of the 1 mana you need at any given point to do your Adamant is not going to be very likely. Unless you have, like, perfect fixing. Which you could, but I doubt it. I think that we would end up going in this route. I think we would end up going Mardu. I think our blue has some pretty good stuff in it, which kind of makes me hesitant to not play blue. But we're not going to be playing the Magic Mirror. And so that doesn't sway us to go to blue at all. And we definitely have some interesting stuff. Like this doesn't make any knights, the Outlaw's Merriment. So maybe you cut the white and just go red-black for a little bit faster deck. But I think I like having the white as well. Just because we have some decent tricks, right? Like, even just playing like this, like these two and this. And then the 2 birds, the 2 guide mothers. And then, like, maybe you play this, and then you just ditch these because you don't really need them, right? Like, maybe that's what you ditch to be able to fit everything in, right? But, like, I think this is pretty strong. This seems like a pretty strong deck. Let's lay it out and see. Let's move this stuff off to the side here for the moment. Let's lay it out and see. Alright, because this is a 4-drop. Land, 3-drop, 4-drop, 5-drop, 2-drop, 1-drop creature. 3-drop creature, 2-drop creature, 2-drop creature, 1-drop creature. 3-drop creature, 2-drop equipment, 4-drop enchantment, 4-drop removal spell, 2-drop, 4-drop, 2-drop, 1-drop trick, 1-drop creature, 5-drop, 1-drop creature, 2-drop creature, 5-drop creature. Right, and then this is the 4-drop enchantment. I think this seems pretty strong, to be fair, right? Because like these are actually like I would play these more as like a trick than as creatures to start, right? Like I'd rather be playing these as the +2/+2 untap. So like that fills our 3-slot tricks a little bit better, and like these guide mothers, I'd probably want to play them as 2-drop tricks to give something +2/+1 in flying, right? So then that puts us to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 creatures, 14, 15, 16, 17 creatures. But these are technically trick creatures, which is kind of neat. And then it puts us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 non-creature things. Right? So that puts us to a total of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So we don't only have to cut like 2 cards basically out of this pile, which seems pretty good. And I mean, like maybe you cut the Merriment just because it's something that you don't necessarily need in this type of deck. Or maybe you cut like it's possible that we cut like the Bargain just because we don't need the 1-mana red trick, right? Like it's possible that we cut that. And then we cut... I'm thinking maybe we cut one of the Weasel Black red caps, but like that's kind of like a mana sink for us with this Fire of Inventions. What does the Burning Yard Trader do? Trample Haste? Another Knight. Yeah, so we definitely want that, because when it attacks another Knight, it gets +2/+2 and trample until end of turn. Seems strong. So it's possible that we just take like the Tempting Witch out, right? Just because like we don't necessarily need that creature. It doesn't fall into like the Knights kind of trick area, right? Oh, I know what we take out. We take out this nonsense. This card is absolutely useless in this pool, because we're not drawing extra cards. So it's just an 0/4 for 3 that does nothing, because we have no way to draw additional cards. Yeah, the Iron Crag Pyromancer is just out entirely. I don't even know why I was in there, to be honest. This seems decent. This seems like a pretty nice Mardu pool, to be honest with you. Right? Because the Castle Lockbane lets us draw cards, which is nice. Which, I mean, like, okay, that lets us draw cards, so then that would ping, but, like, we have to have that in play and then take a whole pile of damage, because if we're trying to activate this on turn, like, 3 or 4... with this, or like play this on turn 3, try to activate this on turn 4, not only do we have to have a red and double black, but we also, that means we're going to have like 4 cards in hand, so when we draw a card, we're going to take 5 damage just to draw a card, just to do 3 damage to any target. Doesn't seem worth it. Doesn't seem worth it. And of course we have the Wishclaw Talisman. I think if we had some like destroy artifact effects or bounce artifact effects, it would be better for us. Since we don't have that, it's not really worth it. What does this do? When it enters the battlefield, it creates an untapped, or it enters the battlefield, unless you control 3 or more other mountains. If it enters the battlefield untapped, you get a 1/1 red dwarf creature, which we don't need, so we don't need to play the Dwarven Mine either. I mean, we can play it just because it's a red source, and if you draw it late game, yeah, it makes you a 1/1, but like a 1/1 late game is, in this set, it's not super relevant. I mean, it could be. It could be. I mean, like, we probably play it over a mountain anyway, but then I think we want our lands to be untapped, guaranteed, right? And so I don't know if we want to play the risk of playing 1 Dwarven Mine just to get a 1/1, provided we have 3 other mountains when we're playing Mardu. Yeah, I think we go the other route of not playing it. I think this is a pretty decent pool. I would love to play this and see how it goes. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I've been your host, MrBevers. I hope you enjoyed. If you would have gone a different way, let me know below in the comments. What do you think? Do you think you wanted to see someone play the Magic Mirror, or do you think the Witchclaw Talisman is definitely, absolutely a playable card in this format? Maybe it is in Limited. I don't know. I honestly don't think it is. I think it's too dangerous to give your opponent the ability to go and get whatever they want out of their deck for 1 mana, whereas it costs you 3 to go and get something out of your deck. And then if they go and get something, then yeah, you get a second thing if you're lucky, I guess. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. This has been a pre-release kit of Throne of Eldraine. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, may your pulls ever be better.